is yet another Disney movie, and we were mentioning this earlier.
Is it a Disney movie?
It is a Disney
Beverly
movie.
Hills Chihuahua is a Disney movie.
Yes.
Wow. Fuck you, Disney.
Beverly Hills Chihuahua 2. This was Disney week. And so, guys, the description for Beverly Hills Chihuahua 2. Canine companions Chloe and Poppy exchange wedding bow wows. Then plunge.
What? That's Netflix's description, right?
Yes, this is Netflix's description.
Fuck you, Netflix.
Canine companions Chloe and Poppy exchange wedding bow wows. Then plunge paws first into parenthood as their first pups turn their homes upside down.
Won't you please join me in bringing together in marriage a much-beloved couple, Chloe and Poppy. You may lick the bride.
Always a bridesmaid, never a bride.
Oh, Poppy. Uncle Pedro.
Give me some pop.
Oh, look at me. I'm covered in mud.
Don't you usually pay for a mud mask?
Your little fluff balls ruined my pearl. Sorry.
She is a 3-time champion of the Beverly Hills Dog Show.
Peasants.
She's just mad because she looks like a big angry Q-tip. Poppy's home.
Hey, Poppy, look. Beverly Hills Dog Show? $50,000 prize?
They gave us a home. We got to do everything we can to help them keep it.
We should enter the dog show.
Yeah!
You think you could win the dog show? Do not make me laugh. We're gonna do this.
I said, hey, I'll be gone today. Ay, Chihuahua. When it comes to this family,
Go, Dad!
Oh, baboo.
somebody's always got your back.
Look out!
Your tail, don't look now, but somebody shaved your hiney. And your wet nose. And that's what family's all about. We're stronger together than we are alone.
A shooting star. Quick, make a wish.
What more could I ask for, mi corazón?
Beverly Hills Chihuahua 2. The family just got bigger. On Disney Blu-ray and DVD.
And I know one thing, that I love you.
Now, I don't know why George Lopez isn't in the cast right there, but on the IMDb,
he's not one of the humans. He's the dog.
The dogs. It's Beverly. It's about the Chihuahuas.
I know, but I guess humans over dogs.
Yeah, true. Human power.
Yeah, especially after watching this movie. So we've never seen. I've never seen the first one.
Yeah, I haven't seen the first.
Yeah, and I hope the third one doesn't pop up.
Made a conscious effort to kind of stay away from these movies.
Yeah.
Actually,
As a half Mexican individual, I am not happy with these movies.
Just left a bad taste in your mouth.
Yeah. So the movie opens up with a extravagant
Wedding.
dog wedding.
Yeah, and
You think it's for the humans.
Yeah, you think it's for the humans, but
It's for the two Chihuahuas.
yes, who are
I don't even
exchanging wedding bow wows. So they go from there. Apparently, this dude who came from humble becomings married this super rich Beverly Hills chick.
No, they're not married. I don't believe they're married.
Oh yeah, no, they're not married. They're
Yeah.
just dating, and they're in a very serious.
But their dogs
relationship.
are married.
Yeah, and the chick mentions it like, "I can't wait for our wedding" or something, and dude
he's
just blows it off.
Yeah, like, well, no, I'm gonna let our dogs get married. But I'm not gonna fucking. Like, guess what, dude?
But he lives in her house,
Yeah, it's weird.
in her Beverly Hills house, just reaping the benefits, but not
Yeah.
marrying this chick.
So she goes on a safari or something.
Yeah, because she's basically Jane.
Yeah, no, it's like
Smith.
it was like this is like the weird George of the Jungle spinoff.
Yeah, seriously.
So then he has to take the Chihuahuas and their pups to his parents' house.
Yeah,
and
because right after they got married, Poppy won the big dog Chihuahua.
the George Lopez.
Yeah, the George Lopez Chihuahua. His wife tells him that Chloe would like to have kids, which apparently turned into 5 puppies.
Because that's how dogs do it.
Yeah.
They can't just have one.
Yeah, and one's name is Poppy Jr. So that's cool. And so basically, he's teaching them how to be proper Chihuahuas.
By teaching them the ways of
The Chihuahua warriors.
The Chihuahua warriors, which is basically
ancient Aztec Chihuahua.
Yeah, ancient Aztec or Mayan. Aztec or Mayan?
Yeah. Or I don't know, maybe.
Either Aztec or Mayan. He's basically like destroying that heritage to like fit in Chihuahua history into that. So you get like these weird little
Chihuahuas dressed up in
ancient native clothing and acting like they are the most important thing to Mexican culture.
Proud and just
yeah, and it's really horrible. I was trying to explain to you earlier. It seemed like the director knew he was doing a shitty, horrible movie, and like this was like his weird negotiation of just like, can I please do something
a little significant to something?
Yeah, can I at least like make Mexicans at least somewhat smile or proud instead of angry? And then Disney's like, sure, but it still needs to involve Chihuahuas, and so that's what we got.
Yep.
So but that's like a secondary storyline. The main storyline is the guy goes to his parents' house and he finds out that his parents are broke and are losing the house.
Yep, their house is about to be confiscated.
Yeah, they're about to get evicted by the
there
bank,
we go.
foreclosed on. And this is what bothers me, is because it almost seems like they deserve it, because it's like they can afford the fancy wedding, or they couldn't afford it. The girlfriend paid for it,
did.
But still, like he is like so focused on that wedding that he completely has no idea that his parents are going to lose their house.
Yeah.
And then the girlfriend offers to help.
She offers to pay for it.
And he said, no, this is a family problem. You're not family.
Yeah, and she just is like, well, fine then.
Yeah.
I guess they break up for a little while.
Yeah, which is like
while he's still taking care of these dogs and living in her house.
Yeah, which is like the dumbest thing of just like, that dude's got like this perfect situation, then he shits all over the girlfriend. He could make her happy by letting her help, and then help his parents from being foreclosed on, but he's got too much pride.
It's a win-win situation that he chose to lose.
Their dogs are already married, god damn it.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell?
Technically, he's an in-law.
Yeah, so they end up in that situation. What annoys me is they make things worse by going to the bank for asking for an extension, and for whatever reason they bring their dogs to the bank.
Yeah.
And that ends up pissing off the banker.
Yeah, because the dog decides to
like bark or something.
He barks at him. He's giving him a speech, George Lopez is.
Yeah.
And it just is him barking.
Yeah, because the dogs can talk to each other, but they can't talk to humans.
Yes, and the banker is a cat person.
Yeah, but it's one of those situations where it's just like, you're about to lose your house. You clearly have people that can, because not all the humans were there. They could have watched the dogs. But no, you bring your fucking Chihuahuas into the bank.
All of them.
Yeah, was it all of them?
Yes.
Oh, it was all of them? Okay. I kind of just remember Poppy being there.
Oh, okay.
But there might have been
Chloe.
Yeah, I think both of them were there. But still, it's like, why would you bring that into an important bank meeting?
Yeah.
And then they find out it's a cat person, you would be like, hey, go walk the dogs.
Go piss off somewhere.
Yeah.
Piss off, mate.
Why the Australian accent?
I don't know.
So then they, in a last ditch effort.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, then it's this like snooty ass dog that they meet at the dog park.
Yeah.
And Poppy's teaching the puppies how to dig, and they get dirt on her, so she like gets upset with them, and you find out that she's like this prize show dog, and there's a dog show coming up.
Yeah, which they owe the bank $50,000, and the prize money happens to be $50,000.
$50,000. Yeah. And so
perfect situation. So they enter Chloe and Poppy.
Yes,
into
just
the
like
dog
a
show.
Disney movie, and you know they're gonna win.
Yeah, but here's where it gets dumb.
And Chloe was the one that was gonna enter herself.
Yeah.
And they had to like show herself off so the owner would know that they wanted to go.
Yeah.
But
we get to the talent show portion
yes.
of the show, and these judges are assholes.
These judges are assholes. It's that guy from like the black dude from The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. I never watched that, but
I know the
character.
character. Yeah. But you're probably obsessed with Brenda Song.
Well, I don't know what that means.
The Asian girl?
Nope.
No?
No.
She was in The Social Network.
No.
She's the only one that made it out of The Sweet Life and Zack and Cody.
Okay.
They all got shipwrecked at one point, and I assume they all just died.
But
she made it out.
Beverly Hills, Chihuahua, too.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so these judges are straight dicks. And they hate Chloe.
Well, because, like, Chloe is a dog playing a piano. She's playing, like, some Beethoven, Mozart stuff.
And she misses, like, one note.
One note. And she gets disqualified for being talentless. And it's a dog playing the piano, and she is disqualified
and then
for missing a note. For some reason, I just want to focus on that. Of just like
just that one note.
Stupidity of the idea that they would. I guess that's part of the.
Could you play that?
I guess that's part of the joke because I think someone eventually calls him out and be like, "It's a dog playing the fucking piano," and they're like,
"No, he was serious about this dog show. You don't win unless you come with your best." Yeah,
and then Poppy.
He calls Chloe back out there because dude was still talking trash about her, and he puts rose petals around her
in a heart shape.
Yeah.
And apparently that wins the talent show more than the dog playing the piano.
Yeah.
And they're
loved
like,
him.
That dog's amazing. So then
the dress up portion.
Yeah, and he dresses up like an Aztec warrior.
A Chihuahua warrior.
Yeah, I forget. I don't think they ever say Aztec or Mayan. They just call them Chihuahua warriors. And he wins.
Yep.
He wins the competition.
His kids just love him because these are the stories he's been telling them about, even though they've been being little shits this whole movie.
Yeah, and this is when it gets even dumber. They're like, and the winner is Poppy.
And then he gets disqualified for something.
Because they're like, is he a thoroughbred?
Yeah.
And do you have his official paperwork? And this bothers me even more because that means they let a dog go through the whole competition
without having checked
and then check his paperwork after.
Because remember, he was bitching him out about the application for it and was like, I don't think these dogs can win. And he's like, well, we're going to find out. And he's like, okay, here, fill out this paperwork.
Yeah, but apparently they never checked the paperwork. And they let the dog win, making a mockery over this talent show, which is not the Westminster pet show.
Them, and apparently they let their friend who just popped up, this dog named Diego, who I assume is in the first movie.
Because he's like introduced and we're supposed to know who he is. That's why I kind of ignored him because I don't know.
I just assumed he walked from, they said, Mexico.
From Mexico,
He walked from Mexico to Beverly Hills because his sons are in the police force.
And he's in the Mexican police force as well. So they disqualify the dog, which I wonder if that's just like some weird commentary on immigration paperwork or some shit.
Yeah, they disqualify. Well, no,
he just
kind of he sucked because he smiled or something. No, that was the other dog. It was 4 dogs.
Yeah,
Poppy's friend was a pit bull, and every time he
was
smiled,
ugly.
It
but it bothered me so much of just like you would let a dog in the competition
without checking anything,
without checking his paperwork. So then now
you're disqualified as a judge.
So pretty much the family's defeated at this point.
Yeah,
there's nothing for them to do.
Yeah, but Diego has he has a problem because his sons, he hasn't been around in their lives, I guess, and they take that personally. And so he wants to apologize for them before he goes back to Mexico. And so when he does, he doesn't get the opportunity to because they're in training still. So the little puppies decide to take it under their power to go and
stop a bank heist.
No, not stop a bank heist. They were just going to go tell his sons that he missed them and loved them before he left. And whatnot. But from that, they happened to be on the way to a bank heist in which they end up getting captured by the bank robbers because they were in the money bag by accident. And from that, their owners end up solving the case by basically finding their puppies and busting the case.
Yeah.
Because these guys they were legitimate business owners who owned a bread factory but decided to rob banks and go back to their bakery after robbing the banks every single time. And apparently they were notorious. And so there was a bounty out for these guys, which happened to be like $150,000.
Yeah, so they ended up making money.
Yep, and so they spent $50,000 on getting the grandparents' house paid for.
Yeah.
And
happy ending. Yeah. One thing that bothered me is the dog, Diego. Is it Diego?
Diego.
He was able to meet his kids.
Yeah.
And the trainer for the dog.
Oh, you just let them talk and then let him stay with them.
No, he did. He checks the dog's like chip or collar, and it's like, oh, You're from the Mexican police.
You're from the Federale.
Yeah. Do you want to join us? Yeah. And then fucking takes the dog.
They won't mind if we take you. I'll call them later.
It's like, what?
I was like, what, dude?
You're just going to steal the
dog.
cop? You're going to steal a dog from another crime force that you probably have to work with?
And he can't hear what they were talking about. What did he assume was going on there?
I have no idea. He's just like, why are these dogs having a meeting? He just assumed, like, oh, you must be their father. Like, it's just like this weird thing of just like, he stole a cop's dog.
This is the type of movie that sets my assumption of what every Disney movie is right now. And Bad Hair Day is the one that's like, man, it's not all bad.
It's not all bad. Well, because this isn't like a Disney Channel original movie.
No,
this is a Disney
feature
in-theater feature film.
Though I think 2 might have gone straight to
DVD. I remember the first one being in theaters. The second and third one.
Third is on Netflix, so we could have the misfortune of rolling that.
We could also have the misfortune of rolling the first one.
Right, as soon as it pops up on here.
Oh, I'm not looking forward to that. All right, so that was the 3 movies.
Yes, and so Beverly Hills, what did you give that?
So Netflix gave that a 1 for me.
Yeah.
I will agree with Netflix, but also just lower it to a half star.
Now, it gave me a 1 with a little more than a 1, which is significant because it gave 3 just a solid 1 star. And I'd have to say I give it a 2 star.
Really?
2 stars. It was enjoyable enough for me to... A little bit. You know, it was enjoyable enough for me to sit there and be like, okay.
So Chad gives it a 1. Marijuana gives it a 2.
Chad gives it like a 1.5. And then the added herbal enhancements push it to a 2.
All right. So that brings us to the end of this episode, but we
have to roll.
Yeah, we have to roll. So the rules again: no documentaries, no comedy specials. Yes. It has to be available on Netflix. So we're gonna double check because last episode we got kind of messed up.
Yes.
So as soon as I say it, Chad's gonna check it.
Now my phone is at 1%, but we can finesse this.
Yeah.
I believe the Overnight.
Okay. This is...
this looks kind of cool.
The Overnight, do you want to read that description?
Yep. When a couple new to L.A. tries to adapt and make friends, they arrange a play date for their son, unaware that his host have games in mind for them. Ooh,
okay.
What is this?
I don't know.
Is this like... What kind of games?
Okay, and it seems to be available. It's a comedy. It's a dark comedy.
Okay, I can get down with this. It's got that guy in it.
Yeah, Adam Scott, from Boy Meets World and Parks and Recreation fame.
I did not know he was... Wait, that's
he was the new Griff.
He was
the new Griff. Remember when Griff got in trouble and then they got the new handsome rich guy to take his place?
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah, that's him, and he hasn't aged. And that does seem available. So
yes, okay, The Overnight.
All right,
look at that. It says 4 stars for you.
Yeah, so I'm kind of excited by that idea. All right.
Next movie.
The Overnight from 2015 starring Adam Scott is our first movie. And our second...
Unbelievers.
Oh, wait.
Is this a documentary?
It's a documentary, so we can't do this one. Because, again, we don't want to do documentaries because they might require some research, and sometimes it can get aged. Yeah.
No need to put ourselves out there.
Nope, that's not going to work because I already know. Another documentary.
Man, they really...
Yeah, I mean, I guess
they're thinking we're uncultured. Is uncultured a word?
It could be now. Okay, so this...
Is this Johnny Depp I saw?
No, I believe that was Mark Ruffalo. All right, so we are going to see...
Oh, you're right.
The Kids Are All Right. Description?
Yeah. The children of same-sex parents become curious about the identity of their sperm donor dad and set out to make him part of their family unit.
So this is another comedy, but it's also a drama, and it's
got Julianne Moore.
Yeah.
I'll always love her. She's dope.
Okay, so that... And Netflix thinks it's a 3.5 for me. Okay. So hopefully that turns out well.
This could be a good week.
Yeah, it's a comedy drama and a gay and lesbian drama.
It was nominated for 4 Oscars.
Okay.
Including Best Picture.
This might be okay. This week might be a good week.
Yeah.
And then we will go for our final roll No whammies, no whammies. We got the same thought. Another documentary.
Nice.
Man, we just can't win. That's why we might have to.
The dinner.
Well, it's an international, so we might want to
drama.
double check that it's available, because that's what happened to us last time.
Yeah. Well.
It looks available. Okay.
The dinner. 2 couples find their lives upended when a viral video from a security camera appears to show their children brutally attacking a homeless woman.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that sounds pretty badass.
Yeah, not badass. That sounds like that might be really depressing.
But it's an international movie, so it could be pretty brutal.
Yeah, it'd
be pretty metal, dude.
Yeah, okay, so those are our movies.
All right.
We are going to see The Overnight, starring Adam Scott. The Kids Are All Right, starring Julianne Moore and Mark Ruffalo. And then The Dinner, starring Alexandro Grossman?
Yes.
Gassman. All right, join us next week for that. You can follow us at EME Pod on Twitter. EME Podcast on Twitter.
Yes.
We have a Facebook page, and also you can find us on Simplecast at Every Movie Ever.
Yes, you can. And if you want to follow us personally, my Twitter is at ChadNorris1390.
And I'm at the first MJC. Thank you for listening, and we'll be back next week.
Peace out.